not even a week into it right now. We had one match, and but that's about eight practices, and excited with the direction and the guys are going. So just look forward to the opportunity this weekend with VCU, and hopefully we just keep making progress.
Jay, I know you said last year one of the things you wanted to kind of work on, I guess in year one, was like the culture of the program. How do you feel like that progress has been made over the last year?
Oh, tremendous. It's a lot of progress the way we work. The kids are committed. These guys were up at 5 a.m. in the morning during the winter time, shoveling snow off the field so they could get on the pitch and train. You know, that was their decision, not mine. So I got some guys who want to play some soccer. They're team-oriented. They're ambitious with what they want to do, and I think I'm pretty excited to be around those type of guys. They're ready to change the place. I mean, there's some guys they knew what they're coming into, and they want to change it. So it's been a pretty easy, culture change, to be honest with you.
When you first bring guys in, Jay, how much of a part of your pitch is that where you tell guys, hey, you can come in here, be an instant difference maker, and really start to turn things around?
Well, I've only had that with like 3 guys. I've been able to say that, but I think the bigger thing is that I've been able to discuss with them is that, listen, this isn't for everybody. Pitt isn't for everybody, and our vision, our project that we have here is not for everybody. It takes special people. So I'm talking to Javi in Spain. It's like, no, it snows, and it's like Bilbao, not like Valencia. So there's rain. We haven't had a winning season since before you were born. So you're going to have to embrace this. This is what you're going to have to do. And that was the conversation with all of them. And because some people are up for that challenge, and other people would prefer to be in a more established program. These guys were up for the challenge.
Coach, you got 10 newcomers on this year's roster, including Javi. What are the specific changes you've noticed from these guys over the course of the offseason, and how do you expect them to change the team going forward and bring more wins to the team in this season?
They love football. They like to play, like to train. They want to get better, and that's the big thing. They want to get out there and play. They challenge you because they're good, challenge you because they have questions about the game and how they can get better. So it's been fantastic for us.
I guess from a competitive standpoint, Jay, how would you contrast where you guys are now? Obviously only one game into this season. How would you contrast that with where you guys were at this point last year, where the program was last year?
It's like this: we're light years ahead, but we're in a race in the ACC and around the country. Brought in here to make a nationally recognized program, and to win in the ACC, which I think was 9 of the 12 teams were in the NCAAs. 8 of them were in the Final 16. 2 in the Final 4. It's the best conference there has been over for the last 40 years. So it's a tremendous challenge. So what it is we're in a race right now, and we're in a very fast VW bug, and we're chasing some Formula Ones. And that's the bottom line. We're making tremendous progress. These guys are really going after it, and I can say this much: everybody's going to have a tough time with us.
How do you feel like what you kind of want to make this team look like tactically or stylistically has sort of come out so far?
It's big time, and once again, though, that's up to the players. We've been very fortunate. One is that all the kids that we've been able to bring in are just tremendous human beings, and their character is, like you said, they're up for the challenge, and they're a good bunch of guys. We're young men. So I think that's a big part of it, and also the way they play. So I have a strong leader and a gritty guy from Pennsylvania, and I have a guy who reads the game from Spain, and I've got some other guys like that. So the mixture of that is kind of what we're looking for. We want to be a tough team. We want to have the values of Pittsburgh, where we work very hard and we'll compete our rear ends off, and yet we want to play in a tactical way. It's intelligent. It's very collective. So that's where some of these other guys have come on in. Like I said, the mesh, 8 practices in right now. they're coming together very quickly. And as I spoke to them today, it's like the change from yesterday to today has been tremendous. If we can keep it at that rate, we're very excited.
I guess for Javi, what's kind of your impression so far of how things maybe what's different than you expected, but what's just so far early impressions?
I mean, my impressions are very good, and like I come from Spain, like Coach said, and there we got like soccer in Spain is like the main soccer. And when I came here, I was like very surprised because the facilities we've got here, like you can't find them, and this is like non-professional wise. So I was amazed, and then the way coach works and everything, I'm like very excited to be here, and it's great.
Yeah, for sure. Someone like you, Bryce, coming from a program like Akron and playing here last year with a program that's trying to build itself up. For you, what were the most difficult aspects of that transition, of that adjustment?
It was just difficult. I mean, last year we had some good players, but we didn't have a team full of them like we do this year. So it got a little frustrating every once in a while when you couldn't complete 10 passes in a row, where now we can get 30, 40, and that's not good enough. So we just got to keep building on that, and I think that was the most difficult thing is just the talent level. Yeah.
I think, we'll spend just a break up here is that, for Bryce, I think what's difficult for any player, and is where a lot of respect for these two, is going out and to have to deal with standards that aren't up to yours. And for Bryce to deal with what happened last year, I thought he did a tremendous job because he kept pushing the team. In fact, he's probably not the most, well-liked guy on the team because he has a different standard than what we had then. So it's pushing there. Same thing with Javi when he's playing with guys who probably don't see the game as quickly as he does or in the same way. It's not easy, but that's where they've embraced their leadership role and have done a fantastic job.